This is Volume 7 in Bad Movie Fights versus Good Movie Fights. In Volume 6, we learned that a good fight can be from a comic book, a graphic novel, and anime inspired. And Neil Breen is a genius. Anything with shaky camera is a major no-no. Anything with choppy editing to cover up actors who can't fight is also a major no-no. And remember, only guns are allowed.
Bye, Miss Laura.
Y'all two run along then.
So, let's do this. Let's start off with a good fight.
Stay down. We want to hurt no one. We're here for the bank's money, not your money. Your money's insured by the federal government.
Now, many hear the term shootout in movies and instantly think of action movies. The best shootout ever comes from a thriller drama back in 1995. The Michael Mann directed Heat contains some of, if not, the best sound effects ever for a shootout. The thing that really makes this scene great is that once the shooting starts, there's zero music. Just those coarse sounds of bullets being fired indiscriminately. No one is safe. It is a pure cops versus robbers or morals versus no morals exercise, with key characters dying. Those screams are chilling.
The gunfire downtown was truly horrifying sounding. And because of the skyscrapers everywhere, it was just deafening, and it would hang in the sky for maybe like 8 or 10 seconds.
With this scene, it's not that hard to put yourself in that situation and wonder how you would react as an innocent bystander. As I mentioned in a video previously, both Al Pacino and Robert De Niro are two of the greatest actors ever, and this shootout scene is something neither had done before. Actually, I tell a lie.
Okay. You wanna play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
But we'll come back to that in a bit. He is a stunning thriller of a film, and maybe the best shootout ever. But what happens when a shootout goes wrong? This is what happens. Making a movie is hard. There are so many things to consider. Back in the 80s, there were so many filmmakers who had access to cameras, actors, and locations that it started to spawn filmmakers who had maybe seen great shootouts from their contemporaries and decided they could do the same thing themselves with less than half the budget.
What are you gonna do? Fight this guy barehanded?
Less than half the talent and less than half the logic. Samurai Cop sounds like the title of the best film ever. It might, however, be the title of the worst film ever. Iranian director Amir Shavan put his masterpiece film together in 1991, and the use of bad wigs, bad jokes.
You think he'd be able to ask a few questions?
No way, his lips are burned.
So what, he'll never be able to talk again?
Oh, he'll talk again, but you just have to give him a couple of weeks.
And terrible action sequences really cement this film as being one of the worst ever. There's way too many things to unpack in this video, but if you're keen on knowing more about this B-movie gold, let me know in the comments. Now, B-movies aren't all bad. The 1973 Turkish B-movie Karate Girl has the best death scene ever. Now, it may look ridiculous, sure. However, is it as ridiculous as this? Now, John Wick 2 is a good film, there's no doubt in that, but this scene is beyond ludicrous. I mean, really? I do love this edit though. This edit really highlights the stupidity of the scene. But John Wick 2 also has this kick-ass scene. Which utilizes Keanu Reeves' willingness to commit to any role he takes. It's a great visceral moment. Unlike some of the other moments in the series, this is rather grounded. And all of this because they killed his dog.
I heard you struck my son.
Yes, sir, I did.
And may I ask why?
Yeah, well, because you stole John Wick's car, sir, and killed his dog.
Oh.
You may recognize the actor. And he is also the star of Romeo and Juliet, which has a wonderfully underrated shootout.
What thou born among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, and look upon thy death. All Montagues. And thee. Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang!
Now, Romeo and Juliet is highly inspired by westerns, and especially Sergio Leone. Scenes like this, and this, and how could you ever forget this iconic freeze frame from the end scene of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? But the aforementioned man who really rules the western genre was Sergio Leone.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Don't you hate that trope? Here's another from the same film. The good, the bad, and the ugly. This trope is actually called a Mexican standoff, a phrase used when a group of characters are gridlocked and have their guns pointed at each other. Trope used frequently in Hong Kong cinema of the 80s by John Woo and by Ringo Lam, especially in his 1987 film City on Fire, which features this Mexican standoff, which Quentin Tarantino famously borrowed in 1991 for Reservoir Dogs.
Larry, stop pointing that fucking gun at my dad!
This is a great scene for so many reasons, but mainly because of the character work put in by the director to get to this point.
You wanna fuck with me? I'll show you who you're fucking with. You wanna shoot me, you little piece of shit? Go ahead, take a shot. Fuck you, White.
You kids shouldn't play so rough. Somebody's gonna start crying.
You really feel the impact when the guns go off. And this Mexican standout takes us to Mexico itself, and Robert Rodriguez, the director of Desperado.
It's him! Well, yes, it's me. It's me. Huh? I'm not against you guys, so keep it down. Just keep it down. Not yet.
This scene follows the influences of Hong Kong cinema and westerns. This remind you of anything?
You're empty. So are you.
This scene from The Matrix is just all out insanity. It's the moment when Neo realizes he has to step up and save Morpheus.
I must get out of here. I must get free.
And this scene is balls to the wall gunplay. Excellent direction, wire work, and choreography. With a great ending. And Sci-Fi typically has some great shootouts, but I have to give a little trigger warning for the next bad movie shoutout.
And these last points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
Stop the cap! Stop the cap right now!
Because this is...
It's them! Blast them!
awful. I love the original Star Wars trilogy, but the plot armor was strong with these ones. Stormtroopers never hit their mark.
Open the blast door.
It's a good thing they're not being paid. Now I could go on and on. There are so many bad and good movie shootout fights to explore. But before I go, I just want to point out this incredible shootout scene from the movie Wind River. This scene feels earned. We follow these characters' journeys and we're invested, and then suddenly...
Jane! Get away from the door!
what was a tight and taut thriller descends into betrayal. If you've not seen the film, do watch it. It features excellent performances from Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner. And Renner also featured in another great shootout. But that's for another time. Right, so you finally got what you wanted. Guns. And lots of guns. But nothing could be more gun crazy than this batshit mad ending to the 1983 gangster film Scarface, where our beloved Al Pacino, playing the drug-fueled Tony Montana, takes on an army of gangsters all by himself.
You want more? Hey! Is this not why you were here?
Now, would you like more of these one-off shootout videos? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what bad and good ones you'd like to see. Now, as a sidebar, a lot of videos I post on this channel for this series are highly chopped up from their originals because of YouTube copyright. You can watch the full versions on my Patreon, which features about 20% more action than what you see on YouTube. And I've noticed an incredible 90% of viewers are not subscribed. That is shocking. So please, I would love it if you could literally take 2 seconds out of your day to hit subscribe and the notification button. Big love for all the love. This has been Bad Movie Fights versus Good Movie Fights, Volume 7.
Who you think you fucking with, man? I don't even tell her! You fuck with me, you fucking with your back!